Ladies and gentlemen, the world today is filled with distractions, endless opportunities, and a constant flow of instant gratification. But in the midst of it all, there's one quality that separates those who achieve greatness from those who only dream of it: consistency. We all have goals, we all have dreams, but what makes the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the ability to keep going, especially when it's hard. It's easy to start something new when you're excited, full of energy, and motivated. But motivation fades. What remains is your commitment to consistency. Now, I know there are moments when the fire inside you dims, when life knocks you down, when doubts creep in, but it is in those moments when you feel like giving up that you must force yourself to keep going. Consistency is not about massive, overwhelming efforts every day. It's about showing up, doing the work, and trusting the process. It's about doing the right things over and over, even when it doesn't seem like progress is being made. It's in those quiet, small actions that success is built. You may not see results right away. It might feel like you're not getting anywhere. But trust me, every step you take, no matter how small, compounds. It builds momentum. It builds your character. And before you know it, the results you've been waiting for will start to appear. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing what needs to be done, not because it's easy, but because you know it's worth it. And when you master consistency, you begin to master your destiny. So ask yourself, what can I do today, right now, that will push me one step closer to my dreams? It doesn't matter if it's small. What matters is that you do it again and again until it becomes second nature. This is the truth. No one achieves anything great without consistency. Success doesn't happen in a day. It happens in a series of days, weeks, months, and years. And every moment you spend being consistent is a step toward the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, the journey might be tough, but you are tougher. So force yourself to be consistent. Push through the resistance. Keep moving forward. Your future self will thank you. Consistency is one of the most powerful and often overlooked traits when it comes to achieving success. In a world that celebrates instant gratification and quick wins, the ability to remain steady, focused, and persistent is what truly differentiates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. But what exactly is consistency, and why is it so important? At its core, consistency is the act of doing something regularly, reliably, and without interruption. It is the ability to show up even when you don't feel like it. Whether you're working toward personal development, building a business, or striving for a health goal, consistency is the foundational principle that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. It's about making steady progress over time, even if that progress feels slow or invisible at the start. The power of consistency lies in its compound effect. Imagine you want to build a successful career or transform your body. If you only work at it when you feel inspired or motivated, you're likely to fall short. But when you commit to consistent daily effort, no matter how small, you create momentum. This momentum builds upon itself day after day until one day you look back and realize how far you've come. It's the small, often unnoticed steps that lead to the big results. Without consistency, it's easy to get lost in the noise and distractions of life. Many people start strong but lose their way when they encounter challenges or setbacks. They might give up on their goals or let the difficulty of the journey discourage them. Consistency ensures that you stay on course even when the path is rocky. Another important aspect of consistency is discipline. Consistency isn't about waiting for motivation to strike or for the perfect moment. It's about doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up every day, putting in the effort, and trusting that those efforts will pay off in the long run. Over time, consistency turns into a habit or routine that becomes second nature. This routine keeps you grounded and focused, reducing the chances of burnout or losing sight of your goals. But consistency also requires flexibility. It doesn't mean rigidly following the same method every single day without adapting. It means adapting your approach when necessary, but staying committed to the overarching goal. For instance, if you're trying to lose weight and one approach isn't working, you might tweak your routine or adjust your mindset. The key is to stay consistent in your effort and commitment to finding a solution. Consistency also plays a role in building trust, both with yourself and with others. When you show up consistently, you build a reputation of reliability and dependability. And people begin to trust that you will follow through, that you will keep your promises, and that you won't give up when things get tough. This trust can open doors and create opportunities, whether in your personal relationships or in your professional life. Finally, consistency is a practice of patience. In a society that celebrates quick results and immediate outcomes, consistency teaches you to embrace the long-term process. It teaches you to trust the journey, knowing that every small action you take today will lead to greater rewards tomorrow. It's about staying committed, even when the results are not immediately visible, and understanding that success is built over time. In conclusion, consistency is the secret ingredient to success. It's not about making giant leaps or having bursts of motivation. It's about showing up day after day, doing the work, and trusting in the process. It's about building habits, overcoming obstacles, and allowing the compound effect of consistent effort to transform your life. If you can master consistency, you'll find that achieving your goals isn't as elusive as it may seem. It's a steady, reliable process that works every time. Goals are more than just dreams or wishes. They are the clear, actionable roadmap that guides us towards success. Without goals, we would have no direction, no focus, and no measure of progress. They provide us with a sense of purpose and help us align our actions with our long-term aspirations. The process of setting and achieving goals is critical to personal growth and success, no matter the area of life in which we want to excel. The first step in the journey to success is defining what you want. Many people have vague desires like I want to be successful or I want to get fit, but these are too general to provide a clear path. Specific, well-defined goals give your dreams structure and a clear timeline for achievement. Setting a goal like I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months or I want to earn $100,000 by the end of the year gives you something concrete to work toward. By making your goals specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, often referred to as SMART goals, you increase your chances of success. But setting a goal is just the beginning. Achieving your goals requires deliberate action, persistence, and resilience. This is where consistency comes into play. You may have the best goal in mind, but without the daily, consistent effort required to make progress, that goal will remain out of reach. The key to success isn't just about having a clear goal in front of you. It's about staying focused, even when obstacles arise or when you feel discouraged. One of the most powerful aspects of goal setting is that it forces you to be intentional about your time and energy. When you have a clear goal, every decision you make should be measured against whether it brings you closer to achieving that goal. If your goal is to build a successful business, then you will make different decisions than if your goal is to maintain a balanced lifestyle. Goals help us prioritize what truly matters and eliminate distractions that could derail our progress. Setting goals also provides us with motivation. When we have a goal in mind, we have a reason to wake up every morning and get to work. Goals fuel our determination and keep us moving forward, even on days when we don't feel like it. This is where intrinsic and extrinsic motivation come into play. Intrinsic motivation comes from within the satisfaction and pride we feel when we make progress toward a meaningful goal. Extrinsic motivation might come from external rewards or recognition. Both forms of motivation can help propel you toward your goal, but consistent action is the bridge that takes you from one small success to the next. Furthermore, goals give us a way to measure our progress. It's easy to feel lost or stuck when you don't know whether you're making any headway. But when you have a goal, you can regularly assess your progress and make adjustments when necessary. The sense of accomplishment that comes from achieving small milestones along the way can keep you motivated and on track. Each step forward is a reminder that you are moving towards something meaningful. It's also important to remember that goals are not set in stone. As we grow and evolve, our goals may shift, and that's okay. Life can throw unexpected challenges your way, and sometimes your priorities may change. The flexibility to adjust your goals allows you to stay aligned with your true desires, ensuring that they continue to serve you in the most effective way possible. Ultimately, goals are the foundation of success. They give us direction, purpose, and the drive to take consistent action. Without goals, we are like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. But when we have clear, measurable goals, we have a powerful tool that can help us achieve anything we set our minds to. So take the time to define your goals, break them down into actionable steps, and stay focused on the journey ahead. The road to success starts with a goal, but it's the consistent pursuit of that goal that will bring your dreams to life. Success is often seen as the ultimate goal, the destination we all strive for. However, it's essential to understand that success isn't a singular moment or a final achievement. It's a journey shaped by our actions, mindset, and perseverance over time. Success is the result of consistent effort, dedication, and the ability to keep moving forward even when challenges arise. One of the most common misconceptions about success is that it happens overnight. Social media, the entertainment industry, and even motivational speakers sometimes portray success as something that happens with a breakthrough moment or a stroke of luck. But the truth is that success is usually built over time through a series of small, consistent actions. The small steps you take every day, the decisions, the habits, the mindset add up to something much greater than one big leap. Consistency is the key to turning small efforts into big results. It's easy to get excited about a goal or a project and pour all your energy into it at the beginning. But when the initial excitement fades, it's your ability to consistently show up and do the work that makes all the difference. Success is about pushing past the initial enthusiasm, staying focused, and doing what needs to be done, even on the days when motivation seems to be lacking. Another critical aspect of success is persistence. There will inevitably be setbacks, failures, and challenges along the way, but how you respond to those obstacles will determine your ultimate success. Many people give up after facing their first major hurdle, thinking that failure is a sign that they're not meant to succeed. In reality, failure is often the stepping stone to success. The most successful people in the world didn't achieve their success by avoiding failure. They achieved it by learning from their mistakes, adjusting their approach, and keeping their eyes on the long-term prize. Consistency and persistence go hand in hand in this regard. Additionally, success requires self-belief. The ability to trust that your efforts will eventually pay off, even when you can't yet see the results, is essential. When you commit to consistency, you're essentially betting on your future success. You may not see the fruits of your labor immediately, but consistency assures you that, over time, your hard work will lead to the success you desire. In conclusion, success isn't a matter of one-time breakthroughs or instant gratification. It's a result of consistent effort, resilience, and perseverance. And the path to success is a long one, filled with obstacles and challenges, but those who remain consistent and persistent, who keep showing up even when it's tough, are the ones who ultimately achieve their dreams. Success is not a destination, it's the process you go through, fueled by consistent, focused effort. Keep moving forward, and success will find you. Commitment is a vital, non-negotiable element in the pursuit of success. It's the foundation upon which all goals, ambitions, and dreams are built. While motivation might give you an initial spark to start, it's commitment that ensures you continue the journey, especially when the initial excitement fades or when obstacles arise. Without commitment, goals remain unfulfilled and dreams remain distant. At its core, commitment is a pledge to yourself to follow through no matter the challenges you face. It's the resolve to keep going when things are tough, to stay on course even when you don't feel like it. Commitment requires a deep level of discipline and a willingness to endure the difficulties that come with any worthwhile pursuit. It's not about starting something with enthusiasm and then abandoning it when the going gets rough. It's about sticking with it through thick and thin because you understand that success is built on the foundation of persistence. The power of commitment lies in its ability to overcome distractions. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded by distractions, social media, phone notifications, family obligations, work deadlines, and countless other things that demand our attention. Without commitment, it's easy to become sidetracked, lose focus, and abandon our goals altogether. But when you commit to something, you make a conscious decision to prioritize it above all else. You eliminate distractions and remain steadfast in your pursuit of what truly matters. Commitment also provides a sense of accountability. When you're committed to your goals, you hold yourself responsible for your actions. This accountability can help you stay focused and motivated, especially when you're tempted to give up or take shortcuts. It's easy to let yourself off the hook when you don't have someone else holding you accountable, but the true test of commitment is in the quiet moments when no one is watching, and it's just you versus your desire to give up. One of the most important aspects of commitment is the ability to stay aligned with your purpose. Life can throw curveballs and circumstances can change, but commitment means you remain dedicated to your goal, even when external factors try to pull you in different directions. When your commitment is rooted in a deep personal purpose, it becomes easier to weather the storms. It gives you something to hold on to during times of doubt or hardship. Purpose acts as a guiding light that ensures your commitment doesn't waver, even when things seem difficult. It's also crucial to understand that commitment doesn't mean blindly continuing down the same path if it's no longer serving your goals. Commitment is not about stubbornly sticking to a failing plan. It's about being flexible and adjusting your approach while staying committed to the ultimate goal. The willingness to reassess, pivot, and evolve while keeping your eyes on the prize is a mark of true commitment. Furthermore, commitment nurtures a sense of ownership. When you are fully committed to something, you take full responsibility for the outcome. Whether you succeed or fail, you understand that the results are a direct reflection of the effort you put in. This sense of ownership empowers you to take charge of your journey and act proactively instead of waiting for others to dictate your success. It also means you stop blaming external factors for your lack of progress, and instead you focus on what you can control. Lastly, commitment is what separates dreamers from achievers. It's easy to dream of success, to talk about aspirations and desires, but without commitment, those dreams remain in the realm of fantasy. Commitment turns your dreams into tangible outcomes. It's what drives you to take action even when the path is unclear, even when you face setbacks, and even when it feels like the odds are against you. In conclusion, commitment is the fuel that keeps you going on the long, often difficult road to success. It's the unwavering decision to stay true to your goals, to push through challenges, and to remain focused on the bigger picture. Commitment requires discipline, accountability, and a deep sense of purpose. It's the force that drives you forward, ensuring that your dreams don't just remain dreams, but become your reality. If you want to achieve greatness, you must cultivate unwavering commitment. Only then can you turn your aspirations into achievements. Motivation is often seen as the fuel that powers our drive toward achieving goals. It's the spark that ignites the desire to start something new, pursue a passion, or tackle a challenge. In a world filled with distractions, pressures, and inevitable setbacks, motivation can be the key factor that pushes us to take action, especially when things feel difficult or overwhelming. However, while motivation is essential, it is important to recognize that it is not a constant, nor should it be relied upon solely to sustain long-term success. Motivation is typically emotional. It's driven by how we feel at a given moment. When you're excited about a new project or goal, you feel motivated to dive in with enthusiasm and energy. This initial surge of motivation can help you take the first steps, but over time, that excitement can wane. Motivation is often fleeting and can be influenced by external circumstances. For example, you might wake up feeling motivated to work out, but by midday, the energy and drive might have faded. This is why motivation on its own is not enough to guarantee success. The key to making motivation work for you is to understand its transient nature and to pair it with other critical elements, such as consistency and discipline. Motivation can help you begin a task, but it is the daily commitment and steady action that keep you going when motivation fades. Think of motivation as the spark that lights the fire, but consistency is the wood that keeps the fire burning. Without this steady fuel, the flame will die out quickly. One of the best ways to keep motivation alive is to set clear, actionable goals. When you break down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps, it creates a sense of accomplishment along the way. Each small victory reinforces your motivation, creating a positive feedback loop. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, the thought of writing hundreds of pages might seem overwhelming. But by setting the smaller goal of writing just one page per day, the task becomes less daunting. Every time you check off a small milestone, you feel motivated to keep moving forward. Another crucial factor that supports motivation is having a strong why, compelling reason behind your actions. When you are deeply connected to the purpose of your goal, the motivation to continue, even when challenges arise, is much stronger. Your why should be emotionally resonant and align with your core values. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, your why might be to prove to yourself that you can overcome physical and mental barriers. This deeper connection to your goal makes it easier to push through tough moments, even when motivation seems low. Additionally, external sources of motivation can play a supportive role in sustaining your drive. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, whether through uplifting social media, motivational speakers, books, or podcasts, can provide a steady flow of inspiration. But remember, external motivation is meant to be a supplement, not a substitute for internal commitment. While a motivational speech might provide a temporary boost, true lasting motivation comes from within. It's also essential to recognize that motivation is not always about feeling excited or energized. Sometimes motivation comes from knowing that you are building habits, even on the days when you don't feel like doing anything. For instance, when you're training for a goal, motivation might come from the discipline to show up consistently, even when the weather is bad or when you're exhausted. This is where intrinsic motivation, finding satisfaction in the process itself, becomes key. If you can learn to derive joy from the act of working toward your goal, rather than just the end result, motivation will naturally flow. Lastly, resilience plays a role in maintaining motivation. The path to success is rarely smooth, and setbacks are inevitable. Motivation is easy to maintain when everything is going well, but it's in the face of adversity that true motivation is tested. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from failure and keep going, is what separates those who quit from those who persevere. When you develop the resilience to continue, even in the face of challenges, your motivation will become stronger and your sense of purpose will grow deeper. And progress is the heartbeat of any successful endeavor. It's the steady forward movement, no matter how small, that ultimately leads to the achievement of goals and the realization of dreams. Many people view success as a destination, but in reality, success is a continuous journey, one that is shaped by the progress we make every single day. Progress isn't just about the big leaps forward, it's about recognizing and celebrating the incremental advancements that, over time, add up to significant transformation. Understanding that progress is not always linear is crucial. There will be times when progress seems slow or stagnant, and there may even be periods where you feel like you're going backward. However, these moments do not mean that you failed. They are simply part of the process. And growth rarely happens in a straight line. Instead, it's a series of peaks and valleys, advances and setbacks. What's important is that you keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps may be. The key to making steady progress is consistency. Each day you have the opportunity to take a small step toward your goal. This might look like writing one page of a book, working out for 30 minutes, or dedicating an hour to your business plan. These small actions might not seem like much in isolation, but when compounded over time, they lead to remarkable results. Progress is built on these consistent efforts, and the more you repeat them, the more momentum you create. It's easy to get discouraged when you focus only on the big picture, but when you focus on the small actions and celebrate the incremental wins, you'll find the motivation to keep going. Progress also requires self-reflection. Regularly assessing where you are in relation to your goals is crucial to staying on track. This self-awareness helps you understand what's working and what's not. If you're not making the progress you expect, it's time to adjust your approach. Reflection isn't about beating yourself up or dwelling on mistakes. It's about learning and making improvements. As you gain insights from your progress, you'll become more adept at identifying what strategies bring the best results, and you can refine your efforts accordingly. Remember, progress is about continuous improvement, not perfection. Every step forward is a learning opportunity. Moreover, progress is not solely about the tangible outcomes. While achieving your goal is important, the internal growth you experience along the way is just as valuable. The development of new skills, the resilience you build, and the discipline you cultivate are all markers of progress that often go unnoticed. These personal transformations are the true essence of progress. For example, if you're building a business, the knowledge you gain about marketing, leadership, and problem solving is just as important as the financial success of your company. These skills will not only contribute to the success of your current endeavor, but will also serve you well in future projects. Celebrating progress is another critical element. Too often we focus solely on the destination, the end goal, and fail to acknowledge the hard work that has gotten us there. Celebrating milestones along the way, no matter how small, reinforces the positive habits and behaviors that lead to success. These celebrations don't have to be extravagant. Simply taking a moment to acknowledge how far you've come and rewarding yourself with something small can keep you motivated and encourage continued progress. Progress also requires patience. In our fast-paced world, where instant gratification is often the norm, it's easy to become frustrated when progress feels slow. However, real growth takes time. You must give yourself the grace to understand that significant achievements are the result of many small, consistent steps over a long period. Patience is key when it comes to progress. If you're willing to wait for the results, you'll see that even the smallest actions lead to big changes. Trust the process, and remember that every day you stay committed to your goal is a step in the right direction. Finally, progress is not solely an individual effort. While it's true that your actions and consistency are essential, progress often involves seeking feedback and guidance from others. Mentors, colleagues, or supportive friends can offer valuable perspectives that can help accelerate your growth. Collaboration and constructive criticism allow you to learn faster and avoid common pitfalls, ultimately enhancing the progress you make. In conclusion, progress is the journey of continuous growth that leads to success. It's built on consistent effort, reflection, learning, and patience. The small steps you take today will compound over time, leading to monumental change. Don't be discouraged by setbacks and don't be afraid to adjust your course. Celebrate each step forward and remember that true progress is as much about the person you become along the way as it is about the goal you're striving to achieve. Keep moving forward no matter how small the steps, because progress, no matter the pace, is always progress. Accountability is one of the most powerful tools in the pursuit of success. It transforms abstract goals into tangible actions and ensures that you remain focused, committed, and on track as you work toward achieving your dreams. Having someone or something to hold you accountable makes a significant difference in the way you approach your goals and the effort you put into achieving them. Accountability provides the structure and motivation necessary to maintain momentum, especially when obstacles arise or when the initial excitement of a goal begins to fade. At its core, accountability is about taking responsibility for your actions and outcomes. It's about understanding that your success or failure depends largely on your own decisions, behaviors, and efforts. When you are accountable, you acknowledge that you control your path and that your actions have consequences. This mindset is crucial for achieving long-term success. It encourages ownership and helps you avoid falling into the trap of blaming others or external factors for your circumstances. Accountability works in several key ways to drive progress. First, it helps you stay focused. When you share your goals with someone or set up an accountability system, it creates a sense of external responsibility. Knowing that someone else is expecting you to show up, complete a task, or make progress forces you to take action even when motivation is low. For example, if you're working on a fitness goal and tell a friend that you'll meet them for a workout session, you're much more likely to show up because you've made a commitment that someone else is relying on. This external pressure creates a level of urgency and reinforces your commitment. Additionally, accountability provides an opportunity for feedback. When you have someone who can offer constructive criticism or check in on your progress, it helps you refine your strategies and improve your approach. Feedback is essential for growth. It allows you to identify blind spots or areas where you may be falling short. Without accountability, you may continue making the same mistakes or miss opportunities for improvement. Having someone to hold you accountable ensures that you remain open to learning and adapting as you progress. Accountability also builds momentum. When you are consistently held accountable, you develop the habit of taking regular, actionable steps toward your goals. These small, consistent actions accumulate over time, leading to significant progress. It's easy to get distracted or discouraged along the way, but accountability keeps you on track. Each time you meet a goal or accomplish a task, you reinforce the habit and gain more confidence in your ability to continue making progress. One of the most powerful aspects of accountability is its ability to provide motivation. Often, motivation ebbs and flows, and there are times when it's difficult to stay focused or enthusiastic about the work at hand. However, knowing that someone is checking in on your progress can reignite your drive to push forward. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, a colleague, or even an accountability partner, the act of reporting your progress to someone else can serve as a strong motivator. The simple act of having to answer the question, "What have you accomplished today?" can be enough to get you back into action, especially during moments of doubt. It's important to note that accountability should not be seen as punitive or as a form of external pressure. Rather, it should be viewed as a support system, a tool that helps you stay aligned with your goals and encourages personal growth. The goal of accountability is not to make you feel guilty or ashamed of falling short, but to help you learn, grow, and continue making progress. It's about celebrating successes, learning from mistakes, and pushing through setbacks. Another benefit of accountability is the sense of camaraderie and connection it fosters. When you share your goals with others and are held accountable by a group or individual, it builds a sense of community and mutual support. Knowing that you're not alone in your journey creates a bond that can make the process more enjoyable and less isolating. Having an accountability partner who is also working toward their own goals can motivate you to stay committed and help you celebrate wins together. This connection fosters an environment of encouragement where both individuals push each other to do their best. Ultimately, accountability is a catalyst for growth and achievement. It transforms your goals from ideas into actions, ensuring that you consistently move forward on your journey to success. It provides structure, feedback, and motivation, all of which are necessary for making progress. Whether through a mentor, a coach, a friend, or a self-imposed system, accountability encourages responsibility and reinforces the importance of consistent action. When you embrace accountability, you're more likely to stay focused, adjust your approach when needed, and ultimately achieve your goals. Success is rarely a solo effort. Accountability partners and systems are the support structures that make the journey smoother and more rewarding.